it is all through participatory approach. And that means that whenever we go and do something anywhere, whether it is education, health, or whatever, for instance, if we have to open a school, the community has to participate by giving us the place for that. If we have to go open a community health organization, a community health center, then it's the community which gives us the place. If it is anything like community infrastructure, for example, if we have to build a link road, then, or even to install a hand pump, the community gives 20%. They contribute 20% of it in the form of cash or kind, and sometimes we take into account their work as the labor. It is counted as their contribution. And this is done basically through some of the basic trainings that we impart to these communities, to these organizations, and they are called business management skills and community management skills. And there, within these organizations that we make, they have their own president, they have a secretary, a finance secretary, and we teach them how to identify their problems, how to find the solutions to those problems, and then we act like a catalyst and help them out in solving those problems. Up till now, we have imparted training to more than 10,000 people. Now, with this act of social mobilization, the impact is now started to show up. For example, under the devolution plan, there are certain organizations made by the government which are called Community Citizen Boards, CCBs. 28 of our DOs and VDOs have got themselves converted or are represented in these 28 CCBs. And more importantly, 22 DOs and VDO members have been elected in these local government institutions as councillors. 16 of them have made councillors, 4 of them have made Naib Nazims, and 2 of them have become Nazims of the Union Councils. These are some of the works, some glimpses of these CCBs and the works that they have done. The plaques that you can see displayed, some of the works that these people who are now in the CCBs have done. Education. Education, and the first thing amongst the educational interventions that we are doing is non-formal basic education. Then is adult literacy courses that we run, and then elementary and secondary education for just the girls. These non-formal schools basically are of primary level, and we call them child-friendly schools. There we impart training to the methodology, which is joyful learning, and we involve the children in a manner that it is also educative for them, and they learn things through that methodology. This we do it through a period of 6 years, and then we have proper parent-teacher associations who manage these. I told you earlier that out of those development organizations, we have those committees, and this is one form of committee. The point to note here is that up till now, we have been able to enroll 8,580 students, out of which boys are 3,976 and girls are 4,604. Girls are more than the boys. In each of these schools, For each of the class, we have one teacher. And another important thing that I would like you to note is that the dropout rate is 11% in our schools, as against about 45% in the government schools. 482 students have so far graduated primary level, and the results were 94%. We have a school health program, and we are providing healthcare to all our children in the schools. Now, having realized that if we really have to give them quality education, we have to slightly make a shift and move towards formalizing our schools. And we have already started this process. This involves a proper building, this involves proper teachers, and proper furniture in the classrooms. Up till now, we have been able to make 3 of such schools, one in Lahore, where we have been able to get a donor and we made a proper building for that school, and at other 2 places, that is Islamabad and Atiya Khan, there we have hired a building and started these schools in the form of formal schools. Well, all those who graduate from our primary level schools, we feel that they become big enough to move to higher level of schools, elementary and secondary levels, less the girls. And therefore, for the girls, we have started a program which is called Elementary and Secondary School Program. It is only for girls. And up till now, we've been able to open 8 of these schools, and we have 247 girls at the moment studying in these schools. 62 girls are these days appearing in matriculation examinations out of these schools. Under literacy program, so far we have been able to run 216 of these courses. This course is spread over a period of about 6 months, and all that we try and do is to teach them how to read, write, and do a little bit of mathematics, which is just good enough for them in their routine daily life. Here again, the point to note for you is that out of 3,188 graduates from these courses, male are only 664, female, those who have gone through these courses successfully, are 2,524. Women are much more than men. All this has to be done through teachers' training, and we have a proper regular system through which we train our teachers for our primary schools, for our elementary schools, and the teachers that we employ for our adult literacy courses. And here we have trained more than 1,200 of these teachers, male 431 and female 826 so far. And these trained teachers, about 300 plus, are at the moment teaching in our schools, whereas I think we have done a great service to the community at large, because all other teachers trained by us are teaching in other schools. Now move on to economic development. And in that, capacity building and skills development is one form through which we are trying to bring about economic development within our communities. And then it is through the microcredit for enterprise development. So far, we have been able to train 6,436 male members and 11,817 female community members in various trainings like embroidery, stitching, and for men, plumbing, welding, electrician, computer, driving, etc., etc.